Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Shadow. This is Arkham Horror, the card game, and let's do this. So we have Lost in Time and Space as our last scenario here in the Dunwich Legacy. And I'm ready. Now, some things to point out is over the whole season, I'm going to do an epilogue episode after this, but over the whole season, I've made questionable mistakes one way or the other for or against my own benefit. And I'm going to maybe try some new things this episode. I was going to save doing new things for Season 2, but maybe I'll put a little bit in that if it helps get correct gameplay. Because that's something important to me. I like anyone, you don't like to know that you made a mistake, but I don't dwell on it in a negative way. I like to accept and move on and learn, right? So, anyways, last time we earned 5 experience, so we updated both the emergency caches to level 2, so now they draw us a card, which is good, because with Versatile we need more card draw to get through our deck a little bit faster. We also picked up In the Know, which is a little pricey, but it works quite well in this scenario specifically, because you kind of get tossed around from place to place. Mr. Calvin. We put a 5 of Pentacles in because it increases his health and sanity, and we upgraded both Peter Silvestris. So, okay, let's move along to Scenario 7, Lost in Time and Space. Passing through the gate is unlike anything you've ever experienced. You feel your body twisting and distorting, churning through realities as the gate pulls you to its ultimate destination, a place beyond the scope of human imagination. Suddenly, all is quiet and the chaos of the journey is replaced with a sense of solitude and dread. You're in an unfathomable place, vast beyond your ability to reason and utterly alien besides. The landscape is surreal and strange, the architecture impossible. You are so far from home that home has become a threadbare dream you can barely recall. Even should you find a way out of this awful place, you may never be the same again. Sorry, I still have a little bit of cold, so I'm going to do my best on these readings. Okay. We have everything set up. There's only one location to start at for now, and I believe everything is set aside correctly. Locations are in the encounter deck. They are one-sided, so they always come out revealed, and you'd have to pay attention to the revelation effects and all the other extra effects, because there's quite a bit. So we start at another dimension, unfettered by reality. You gape in disbelief at the swirling colors and alien angles surrounding you. This is true madness. Now, it's very important for this scenario that connections are correct. There are a lot of connections in this scenario. I don't even know what the best way to kind of like keep a proper track, but we'll do our best. Okay, whatever. Alright. So we can flip this over. It's a 6 shroud location, which matters for like treacheries that make you do a test based off your shroud, your location shroud, because I'm pretty sure this one has things like that. Because there's never a reason to have that high of a shroud, right? When a location leaves play, move each investigator and unengaged enemy at that location to this location, and it cannot be cancelled. Alright, so you can't cancel the move. You can cancel the treachery card that would move you, but you can't cancel the actual move. Okay, Agenda 1A, all is one. Pathways of sound and color extend for an eternity in all directions, dotted with impossible architecture and overgrown with alien wildlife. The lines between objects are jagged and shifting, and your skin feels as if it were inside out. Forced effect after you move to a location by an encounter card effect, take 1 horror, and it's 4 doom. Act 1A, Out of This World. Somehow you must find your way across this alien landscape in order to find the nexus that was described in Old Whately's tome. As an action, you can discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose a location discarded by this effect, and resolve its revelation ability. We need 4 clues. Alright. Oh. I think I remember something I have to do still. Before I shuffle. I think when I redid, it left 2 cards in here that I have to get out. Because I redid the... I think I copied a new deck over. So there should only be 1 emergency cash in here. Yeah, okay, cool. We're good. Roland. Alright, we've drawn 2 Bandoliers. Say your prayers, deny existence, and shortcut. I'm gonna get rid of... Yes, we'll get rid of that. Okay. Alright, not terrible. Should be able to play all of this. No, not all of it. I'd really like to get Morgan out as well. Just even for the case that you have to get rid of an asset, and I don't want to have just the Thompson out. So maybe I'll even just prep myself to properly have a turn where they both come out, but we'll see. So those cards go there. There we go. Okay, good card. So we start with Until the End of Time. Very good. Love that art. Resourceful, not so good. Leather Coat, great. Ward Protection, great. Trial by Fire, unneeded, I believe, right now. Very good card, but unneeded. 2 Luckies. Well, I guess... I wish they were upgraded Luckies, but... Not terrible. Okay. So, Calvin will be our lead, but who goes first? Let's start with... I don't think it really matters too much this turn. So let's start with Roland. So first off, we're going to play Emergency Cash. Level 2. So, 1, 2, 3. And we draw Bandolier. Cool, that's kind of exactly what I wanted. So, in that case... I don't have to fight to get out Morgan. I could put those 2 out. And I get a bonus too. I think that's better. So our last 2 actions will spend all of our money to get out Bandolier and the Tommy Gun. Okay. That is exhausted. And we get a permanent +1. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay. That is the turn. Over here, let us spend 2 actions to play Until the End of Time and a Leather Coat. And we'll use the last action to see if we can pull out a location. So we'll shuffle this up for the final time. Interstellar Traveler, Collapsing Reality, and Offer of Power. Okay, so nothing there. Not great, but not terrible. We have no enemies. So move on to the upkeep. Working a hunch. Trial by Fire. Cool. Might be handy sooner than I thought. Alright, Mythos. Okay, Calvin is lead. A Yithian Starseeker. Spawns on us. Has 3 fight, 4 health. 5 evade, has retaliate. When the Yithian Starseeker attacks an investigator with more than 10 cards in his or her discard pile, place a doom on the Yithian Starseeker. Okay, well, can Calvin do anything cool with this? And by cool I mean get some stats up. That's the problem with Calvin, right? Well, let's figure out what Roland's going to get first, and then we can decide. Push into the beyond. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck and discard the top 2 cards of your deck. If a copy of that asset is discarded, take 2 horror. Like, did I just, by worrying about it, make it happen? There's a Thompson, there's agency backup. Oh my lord, I just lost some good stuff. I don't have any recursion. Okay. Yikes. So, that sucks. We're on 1 gun. So that says to me, feel free to load it up. Okay, so playing custom ammunition does not benefit us here. Because even though it is a monster, it'll still take 2 bullets, and it would take our whole turn just to even get the darn thing out. So can Calvin get any shenanigans off of this? So the thing is, I'd only want to get tagged twice. And it still wouldn't even be the best. So I think we just let Roland take care of it. And if he misses, then the bullet will hit him. So let's take a shot. So we spend a bullet, gain a resource. We are shooting a 6 to a 3. Oh, but vicious blow though. Could one-shot it. Could one-shot it. If this card drew a card, that'd be fantastic. Let's give it a shot. I mean, we'd be an 8 to a 3. I can toss in Roland's gun to, like, ensure it. 10 to a 3? Yeah. 10 to a 3. Wow. 10 to a 3 makes it 5 to a 3, which I believe satisfies Vicious Blow. Wow. I'm just so surprised that, like, doing something paid off. It's a weird feeling. Okay. Could play extra ammo. I want to get custom ammo out, though. But not at the expense of using a turn to get a resource, really. So let's investigate. I'll say explore. Conglomeration of spheres. Collapsing reality. There's one. The tear through space. It surges, but we don't like it surge when we do it this way. And the revelation is that it just gets put into play, and at the end of the round, either place a doom on the tear in space or discard it. Well. So this goes... So nothing, I believe, ever goes back to the other dimension. I don't know how many places we're going to have, so... And we'll move Roland there, because we can put a doom on it, it's fine. For this turn. Okay, so... Calvin has no way to hurt himself. So let's just explore. There's a spot. Tear from beyond. There's another spot. So the dimensional doorway, we'd have no way to get there, but it would stay out. Prismatic Cascade has clues, though. I mean, this also has clues. What's the topmost hex? It would be bad. Sorry, dimensional doorway. It's a good one. See, that's the problem. This can go to the moon one, and I believe there's only like 2 locations that go to the moon one. But without clues, this would just stay out for a while. No, you know what? There is another location. Let's get out the Prismatic Cascade. which is green. We will move to it. Okay. I think we'll just draw a card. So we got Rise to the Occasion. Good. Okay, that's the turn. No enemies. Upkeep. Draw a card. Gain resource. Draw a card. Peter. Excellent. Gain resource. Mythos. Doom. Okay. So we gotta put a Doom on that as well. Okay. You are the lead. Another Prismatic Cascade. So put that there. Is there any extra revelation? Oh, we have to discard a card from our hands. Okay, so... read the cards. So we lose Ward. And we lose Rise to the Occasion. Both good cards. I wouldn't have minded losing a Lucky. Alright. So that was just Calvin. The Interstellar Traveler. Spawn at any extra dimensional location. When the Traveler enters the location, flip one clue on that location to its Doom side and place it on the Interstellar Traveler. Place one Doom on Interstellar Traveler if there are no clues on that location. We can put on one of the cascades. Because a cascade... does a cascade lead to a cascade? No. So we'll do that. We'll put it on the empty one. Or do we put it on... it has to be empty location, right? No, any extra dimensional. Yeah, let's put it on Calvin. What am I doing? It's a Doom. Alright. So, I want it on Calvin so that we could get some ticks off of this. So for our first action, we're going to play Peter, which hits us for 2 and 1. Okay. We could play Trial by Fire and collect both these clues. I think that's not a bad idea. It's 3 health. Of course it has 3 health. Because we could make a YOLO hit and we'll lose the tear. I say let's do it. I mean, I'm not going to spend a long time on these decisions here. So let's... so wait, what was my plan? Play that, investigate, investigate. Okay, yeah. This might be crazy. It might be a bad move. So we're playing Trial by Fire. And we're using it on our investigate. So we're investigating at a 7. So... 7 to 2. So we get a clue. We take an opportunity attack. Okay. And then we're going to investigate again. That's a 7 to a 5. No, I'm higher now. It's a 9 to a 5. Or 9 to a 4. Whatever, I passed. My brain. And then I will take 1. No. I'll put 2 on Peter. And 1 on me. Okay. And then after Lasku is removed, discard the Cascade, which moves us both over here, which makes him take a horror, which I'll put on until the end of time. Kinda crazy, but it's okay. Right. I don't know if that was a good or bad move, but over here we're going to play custom ammunition. So we're going to get 2 more ammo. We're going to move. We're going to shoot. So, spinning a bullet. It costs 3. Yeah, okay. So we are a 6. This doesn't give us a bonus. You're 6 to a 4, which alone isn't super great. So we'll be a 8 to a 4. Oh man, making some good calls today with stuff. Too bad there's no clue here. That's fine. Alright. Gotcha. Okay. Enemies or no enemies. Upkeep. Ooh, vicious blow. Cherished keepsake. That is fantastic. Okay, and Peter heals 1 off. It's 1 still, right? Yeah. Oh, I forgot. He gets the most important boosts. Okay. End of the round. This goes bye-bye. Goodbye. We'll just leave that out. So we are at 3 doom. Turn 4. Visions of Futures Past. Test 5 willpower. For each point you fail by, discard the top card of your deck. I have enough to play lucky, so we're just gonna go from a 5 to a 5. -1 for each extra dimensional location in play, which is 1. Do we want to discard the top card of our deck? Just 1? It's not really worth lucky, eh? Alright, fine. Oh ho ho ho! Good call. Okay. Over here. Ah, bad thing had to come, right? Attach your location as additional cost to move into or out of the attached location. Test 4 willpower. If successful, discard. Otherwise, cancel the effects of the move or discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Okay, so the card in itself is not terrible for coming out. It's just an annoying card. So, let's have Calvin destroy it. So, let us move. So, it's a 5 to a 4. That will break it. Goodbye. Move successful. Let's investigate. -1 to a 2. Oops. And if we're lucky here, investigate. Or sorry, that was a 4 to a 2. We still passed, right? -1, yeah. 4 to a 2. Of course. Would be too easy. Okay. Roland. Let's draw a card. Ooh. Let's move and investigate. 3 to a 2. Nice! I think we automatically get to move on. Yep. No action, just... Does it say spend the clues? Normally they say spend clues. I'm assuming you spend them, so... Alright, Act 1B, The Nexus of Dimensions. A light shimmers in the distance, and you head toward it to investigate. The wispy light drifts away from you, floating through the realm's strange gateways, ascending looping staircases, and crossing through barriers you dared not cross earlier. With little chance of finding the Nexus on your own, you follow the light, hoping... you follow the light, hoping it's guiding you in the right direction. Put the set-aside edge of the universe location into play. Alright. Okay. Perfect. So, Edge of the Universe reads, you must have at least 2 clues in order to move to the Edge of the Universe. Nothing could have possibly prepared you for this. It is beautiful and terrible to behold. Okay, yes, we do spend the clues. I don't know why, for some reason, I thought we can't. I think it's because I remembered in this one, I think it's this one, you don't need clues, so you keep the clues you have. But you want each investigator to have 2 clues, I think, if I recall correctly. So if we can, we're going to try to keep this prismatic cascade here. If we draw the extra dimensional dude who eats up clues, there's going to be nothing we can do. Ooh, that's good. Alright, so location is good. Not great, but good. Alright, Mythos. We are transitioning. Alright, Familiar Echoes, Agenda 1B. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Then discard cards from the top until a location is discarded, and the lead investigator resolves the revelation effect. Let's get rid of a lot of bad ones, please. Cool. Cool. That one's alright. Oh, okay. 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 I mean, I did ask to get rid of some bad cards. There's one of the travelers. Look at all these enemies! Okay, this one was down here, if I recall. Yeah. So, we just do the revelation effect, I believe? Yes. So it does not surge, but it still keeps that same ability. Check the campaign log if the investigators failed to save the students. We did not fail to save the students. So I'll leave this up for 5 seconds. If you want to read it, you can pause it. And we're good. Cool. Agenda 2A, Past, Present, and Future. As you cross this realm, you catch occasional glimpses of reality, scenes from old memories, more recent visions from the past few days, and sometimes even events that you do not remember ever happening. Forced effect, after you moved to a location by an encounter card effect, take a horror. And then we got 4 again. Okay. Did I read this whole thing? I don't think I did. You continue to follow the wisp of light through the treacherous landscape. Blech. You continue to follow the wisp of light, though the treacherous landscape makes it a difficult quarry to chase. Keeps the same ability, and the objective is, if an investigator enters the edge of the universe, advance. So the edge is the moon, like I mentioned earlier, so we need to get one of the locations that leads... So we need the plus. Plus or brown squiggly. Okay. Interstellar Traveler. Well, we do have another location we can put it on, so we'll do that, I suppose. Because we don't want to put it on ours. So goodbye goes the clue, on comes the doom. That's fine. I mean, we could keep this up for whatever purposes we want. Visions of Future Past. We could deny this. Can we deny after we figure it out? So when it would cause you to. So it hasn't caused me to do it yet. So let's see how we do. Because we don't mind discarding, I think, 1 card. 2 maybe max. So we'll do our 4 to a 5. So that would make us discard 3 cards. I think we'll deny that. Because I think the cards we have are important. Okay. Cool. Who wants to go first? We could let this guy run amok, because we're not guaranteed to get... Well, I think we are, actually. Calvin is now better suited to investigate. Excuse me. Apologize. So let's have Roland go first. And Roland also should try to get out something else. maybe in the know. Yeah, let's do it. So in the know, it gets 3 secrets. So we're gonna put Doom tokens as secrets. Because we're crazy. Or is there something more fun we could pick? That's not what I wanted. Is there something more fun? I won't spend too long on this, I promise. Peace pack? No. Player pawns? Yes. Our secrets are green. Do my best not to delete the card here. Behold my secrets. Oh no! What happened? Oh, it tried to like place it. Alright, well, that was fun. That was a fun experience. So we've played in the know. It's a real shame that clue got taken from here. But if another Tear Through Space comes in, I'll be able to actually grab it from no matter where I am, which is kind of cool. Now this ability ticks every time he moves, so we might just abandon the Cascade. But who knows, like if we draw another Cascade, we'd probably want to go to that one instead, so it's a double-edged sword. So let's go ahead and investigate like we said we would, or explore. Wormhole, collapsing. There's a Tear Through Space. Let's try to get that clue. So we're going to spend a secret. That's the sound of a secret being spent. So we are a 3 to a 1. That would be a fail. Darn. That was worth a shot. Okay, Mr. Calvin. I don't think he wants to play anything. Let's get. Oh, yes. And then we'll explore. Collapsing reality. Ooh, there's a new one. Alright, so it has to be the Endless Bridge. Where do you go, bridge? You are a triangle. So you're the one color this doesn't go to yet, so we'll put you here. You can just be over here for now, since no one can get to you. Ooh, there we go. And this also connects to... yeah, okay. Alright, he loses 2 resources. So unfortunately exactly how many he had. After an investigator leaves the Endless Bridge, either place 1 Doom on Endless Bridge or discard it. When you leave Endless Bridge. Alright, well. So we don't want many people going to the Endless Bridge. Unless we know good things are going to happen. So, looks like, let's send Calvin, let's have Calvin explore one again for his final. Terror from Beyond, Vast Expanse, and Steps of Yahral. So that comes from a green location. Good call, mister. I believe we need one of these. Alright. So, I'm in 2 minds of this. I was gonna send Roland down so he could deal with this hunter. Which I think is still not a bad play. But then I was going to send Roland over here to use his free clue getting ability on the Endless Bridge, because it is a 4-shroud location. And then maybe we could just steal one from the Tear Through Space over here. I think that was my idea. But Yeah, I think that's still not a bad play. Yeah, alright. Let's see how things shake out. Enemy phase. The hunter hunts. What is with me today with these tokens? Usually not this bad. Okay, the hunter hunts. Upkeep. Well prepared. Cool. Drawing thin. Alright. I was going to just draw a card from there. Beyond the Veil. So that surges. We've seen Beyond the Veil before. It gets put in your threat area. And if your deck has no cards in it, you take 10 damage. Can't get rid of that one. Dimensional Doorway. Oh, this plays into my plan a little bit. Okay, so this has 1 clue per investigator. Okay, oh, this might come together. They have to split, which I don't like. Because Calvin can't kind of deal with stuff on his own. Right, they go back and forth. So this goes to that. Yeah, okay. Alright, and Roland? Of course. Okay, well, we're gonna put a Doom on him. Because I'm gonna spawn him here, because I wanna... Ooh. What the hell? Well, this is actually not gonna be there, because I discard it. Right? Because I gotta keep a Doom on this. Right? I'd have to spawn him somewhere. So I could spawn him here. If I spawn him here, he can't... Oh, he can't actually... Oh, but he would have come. So when this got discarded, he would have popped here. Got it. Okay. So I hunted him properly. Got it. Got it. Okay, so he still ends up going there. Okay, cool. I understand. Okay. Got it. We made it there in the end. Okay. Moving on. That was both of them? Because he got Beyond the Veil, which surged into that, and he got that. Okay. All that talk about Season 2 being able to make sure things are done properly. No. No. The plans are coming, I promise. I'll explain in my next episode. Alright. My brain. Okay. So I just realized Roland can't go back here due to the rules we just established. Unless he gets the clue from here. Which is the same as him using a move. Although he can't really take the horror. Right. And we lost agency backup. Cool. Okay. Because if he goes here, he'll end up here. Just to kill that. It's a risk. But, I mean, worst case scenario, Calvin can pull through on its own. Roland is doomed anyway. So let's have Calvin go first. Calvin is going to move to... Oh, who drew the steps? Who drew the dimensional doorway? Oh, but neither one of them have a madness, right? Come on. Curse Pact. And he hasn't drawn a weakness. Okay, so that... When we missed that one, I do apologize. Who pulled the dimensional doorway? It's definitely a hex. Shoot. Can't remember. I want to say Calvin? I think it was. Okay. So we're just gonna... Alright, great. Terror from Beyond. That's a good one. Not remembering what's in Roland's hand. Roland is Guardian. Guardians have a lot of good assets. Let's get rid of skills. So I guess we're a Vicious Blow, unfortunately. But that is it. We get to keep everything else. Okay, I think that was fair. Okay, so we moved. Now we investigate. Oh, this is gone. Okay, let's investigate. So that is a 4 to a 3. It's 4 to a 3. Yay! Unclue. Okay, now the crazy turn. Because they could all... Those guys could just get trapped in the other dimension, I suppose. Do we still do it anyway? Yeah, I think we do. Do I force it, though? I could force it. And it'd give me more chances. So say I force it. So I get the clue, come here, take a damage. I shoot him, potentially one-shot him, and then investigate that. I guess. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, we gotta go crazy, right? We gotta go crazy. So, free clue. Which destroys the prismatic cascade. Sending Roland here. Taking sanity. I wish it was damage. Which now makes the interstellar traveler engaged with him, which we will investigate to shoot. So we are a 6 to a 4. Oh, I could have played well prepared, couldn't I? Ooh, that is something I feel like I could retroactively do if I thought things through. Yes, we're gonna do it. I am sorry if that pisses you off, but I need to think things through. We're gonna use well prepared, so we're at 8 to a 4. So let's recap the proper way to do things. We worked a hunch, which sent us here. Right? Oh, hold on. But no, we played well prepared. Okay, let's do this right. Ready? Ready? The proper way. Well prepared. Okay. Then we worked a hunch to get here. Okay. Then we're shooting. Putting us at 8 to a 4. Roland! Then we're going to investigate. Goodbye! Okay, that's a 3 to a 1. Yeah. Yes! Alright, end of the round. We are not keeping this around. Blech. Goodbye. Anything I missed? Okay. So Roland only has one way through right now. And Calvin can't get there yet. So he cannot hunt because there's nowhere to go. I should double check to see if he doesn't like steal clues. It's just when he enters a location. Okay. Lita! Where were you? My girl. We're gonna die together. Okay. The Mythos. We're not gonna advance because we got rid of all that doom. Lead investigator. We gonna let it go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Uh-oh, reveal another token if you fail after the skill test. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck to locations played. Move. Put that location played move there. That's bad. Jeez Louise. Arcane Barrier. That's terrible. Roland can't break arcane barriers. Maybe I can. Who knows? Okay, that wasn't the worst. Alright, let's have Calvin do stuff. So let's investigate a 5 to a 3. We got our luckies. We even have our look what I found, which I'll use properly. Investigate. 4 to a 3. 4 to a 3. There's no way that's passing. 4 to a 3. Okay. We can use lucky. See, I'm lucky. We got a clue. We can move into the moon. We must have at least 2 clues in order to move to the edge of the universe. So let's properly get that in here. So we've moved in. Is it a back and forth? Yes. I mean, I don't know how long, oops, the steps are going to stay, but... That was his last action, right? Fail, pass, move. Yeah. So, the edge of the universe. You need to have 2 clues just to move there. Investigators cannot draw cards during the upkeep phase. Cannot draw cards during the upkeep phase. Cannot draw cards during the upkeep phase. Cannot draw cards. No, it's Calvin, not Roland. Cannot draw cards during the upkeep phase. Because that's something I'll forget. Why is there a white token on there? Well, because you need to remember something. Okay, that was just Calvin's go, but we need to get to Act 2A. The World's Edge, Act 2B. You reach an impossibly dense pitch black void and realize that this place is where all of reality, all that is and all that ever will be, ends. In its center you see a minuscule rift suspended just out of reach. When you peer through the tear, you are surprised to see the peak of Sentinel Hill. Somehow you've reached the other side of the rift. Now you must find a way to close it for good. Close the rift, Act 3A. The unearthly stones on the ground are inscribed with some sort of seal. Approaching them causes a voice to enter your mind, speaking in an alien tongue. So we keep the same action ability, and when investigators at the edge of the universe spend a requisite number of clues as a group, you can advance, which will be 6. So if Calvin knocks this all out, he could do it himself, but we're going to do our best to get Roland over there as well. Okay, so, but now it's Roland's turn. Now we could... Are both prismatic cascades in here? Just one. So in 14 cards, there is another prismatic cascade. I say we do it. Let's try to... He's got the clues. Okay, there's a tear through space. Visions of future past. Yithian Starseeker. Alright, well that goes in play. That's cool, I suppose. So this is technically connected to that, but it doesn't bring him any closer. Okay, let's investigate one more time. Push into the beyond, collapsing reality, wormhole. Let's play Lita. That'll be the end of our turn. Okay. Not terrible. Enemy phase. None will move. Upkeep. Ooh, frozen leg. Armitage. You cannot draw cards due to your location. Did it put a... I can't recall if I did or not. Does it affect his turn? No. Should I pay attention? Yes. Season 2. I'll be paying attention. I promise you. Okay. That was that, right? Okay. Believe we doom out here? No, we don't. Close, though. Wait. Yeah, we do doom out. Alright. Agenda 2B, the price of failure. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Crap. Then discard cards from the top until a location is discarded. The lead investigator resolves the location's revelation effect. Okay, we'll do that before... I think the next thing's going to affect us, because we kind of screwed up late game. We only did good at the beginning. Okay. Okay. Glad we haven't been hit with a wormhole yet. The first time I ever played this scenario, all my friends had escaped, and Yogg-Sothoth was coming, and I was just about to get through the hole, and then a wormhole sucked me up, and I had to do shenanigans to get like back, but it was quite interesting. Okay. Check campaign log if at least one name is under the sacrifice. Yeah, there's at least one. There's 3. You hear a familiar voice calling out to you, and you enter an impossibly shaped building of cracked stone. No, don't! The voice cries. You rush toward the voice, down a set of steep, narrow stairs. Upon reaching the bottom, you find yourself in the hidden chamber from Dunwich. Bound by shackles, you see those you failed to save, bloodied and maimed. A creature with a man's face feeds from a corpse on the ground. The head of the corpse turns to face you, and a sharp pain stabs your heart. Each investigator tests, so that would be 3 willpower, because name's under sacrificed, and we'll take a damage for each one. So let's start with Roland. He doesn't mind taking some damage. But now we have lead out. She soaks, so we happy. Alright, so that is a 3 to a 4. We pass. Cool. Over here, same thing, except for now it's a 5 to a 3. Oh, shoot. I am so sorry. 5 to a 3. Okay, he passes as well. Okay. No one took damage. Agenda 3A, breaking through. Throughout this warped dimension, no matter where you travel, there is a haunting shape in the distance. At first it appears as a disc, like a black moon with many wriggling arms. But as time passes, you can tell it's growing larger and larger. Force effect, same, you move, take a damage. Or you take a horror, sorry. Because damage is what I wish it would take. Okay, Mythos. Another tear through space. So many tears. And Roland. Space be effed, my friends. Just tearing like crazy. Like, it's just tearing. Okay? It's tearing over here. Listen, it's tearing over here. We crazy. It's tearing maybe a bit over here. Alright? Okay. Moving on. That was both of them? Yeah, right? Because they both got a tear? Oh, but they surge. Tear, surge. Pushed into the beyond. I believe until the end of time is a good choice here, because it kind of will heal itself. I mean, we don't want to discard it, but 11 learn, boo. Ah! Take 2 horror, huh? Well, we can put that in Peter. Boo. Assault vow, okay. So, yeah, we'll be over here. Visions of Future Past, test 5. And we discard a card for each. That's fine. We'll just let it happen. Because we have some weaknesses in here. So we lose 1. Ah, that's a good one. Alright. Okay. Season 2. There won't be this questioning of, like, did I do that right? No. Well, the questioning will be there, but I'll also, like, right after the turn be like, I checked, we're good. So. Okay. Who goes first? I say Calvin. Calvin has the highest chance of G'ing TFO. So that's a 2. We are a 4. So, look what I found will be, we got to keep that. So if we get anything that is -4, that will count. I'm pretty sure one of these we can discard, because we had one out. So let's do that. Because we gained 2 this turn, right? No, we gained 3 this turn. So, yeah. Okay. Calvin, right. Let's do it. Calvin, right. Get it? Oh, jeez. Okay, 4 to a 2. So we get our first clue, no problem. Second clue. Yeah, no problem. Now, are we forced to spend this? We're not forced to. Yeah. So we'll investigate last time. -3. I'm gonna play Look What I Found. Snag up the remaining clues. That worked out quite well. Calvin is prepared to, like, alright, Roland, if you're gonna die, it's fine. But Roland's gonna try his darndest to get there. Okay? The easiest way would be to get through the steps. But there's no guarantee that's coming out. But is it just worth him just to keep trying? I don't see why not, right? We're back to 17 cards in the encounter deck. So I say let's go for it. There's 2 prismatics in there, so Terror, Yithian, Vast. Roland's fighting for his life here. Pushed. Collapsing. Interstellar Traveler. Oh no! There's a prismatic cascade. That's coming out, almost for sure. Wormhole. And this bridge. No. It's the cascade. Alright, so he has to discard a random card from his hand. Oops. No! My unexpected courage. Okay. No enemies. Inquiring Mind. You don't draw a card, but you gain a resource. You heal up. Okay, guess what we are not keeping around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a custom reminder token, something that's like moving and flashing. See if I can like import something in. I'll have to look into behind the scenes like editing stuff in tabletop. Okay. Just doing some end of round stuff. Okay, Calvin. Yithian Starseeker. Spawn in another dimension. We've dealt with one of these before. We'll be able to deal with it again. Yeah, we'll be fine. So when he attacks, he's not attacking me yet. Vast Expanse. Now, we've dodged this so many times. If there are no extra dimensional locations in play, gain search. Otherwise, test X, where X is the number of extra dimensional locations in play. So that is 4. So 4. Is there a clue at my location? There is not. So what will happen? For each point you fail by, take a horror. This could kill me. No, I have Lita. Okay, we're okay. Alright, so it's a 4 to a 4. Oh. Shroud location. Okay. We're going to play I've Had Worse. So we're going to cancel up to 2. Gain 2 resources. The other 2 horror is going on to good old Lita. Holy crap. We're okay for him. 5 to a 4. We're okay. We're okay. That was bad. I mean, not the worst, but whew. Okay. Good Lord, Roland. Roland. Okay. Let's have Calvin. Start of the turn. Calvin's spending 6 clues, so all the clues he has. Right, that's how it works. He's at the edge of the universe. Wait, we haven't had any crazy. We've never drawn wormhole, right? Not yet. I'm trying to think. Yeah. There's a bad card. I'm just wondering, have we got it yet? No, not that one. Or maybe I'm just crazy and wormhole's the one I'm thinking of. I thought there was another card that moved you. Maybe I'm crazy. Because I was like, there's no way we haven't been screwed by, like, being moved a lot, but I guess so. I guess we're okay. Act 3B, Mending the Tear. You are utterly exhausted, with no ideas what can be done to close the rift. It is too distant to touch, and nothing you do has any effect. There is nothing here to guide you apart from the unearthly words that are seeping into your mind. Just then, you hear a familiar voice within the echoing chorus and feel yourself compelled to repeat it. Claude Ostium. You whisper at first, the words on the tip of your tongue. You close your eyes to concentrate and the echo grows louder. When it ends, you open your eyes. You face nothing but an inky abyss and the tear has vanished. Remove the edge of the universe from the game. Put the set aside. Whoop. Tear through time location to play. Whoa. Okay, because we got forcefully moved. Okay, the tear through time. So we have to get through it basically the same way. What is, what was, what will never be. You see it all, and it sees you. Okay. So the path there is still the same, which is great. Oh, we never did this stupid test, did we? Well, we currently passed it, but would we have passed it when we moved? Ah, I need to put a token there. Like that. Oh, okay. I don't know. We'll figure something out, I promise, for Season 2. Okay. Because that would have changed things. If you can't... If you fail, you shuffle it. I mean, we had luckies, so... But you could draw -5, right? No, lucky would have passed to -5. Auto fail, so you never know. Okay. Okay, that was just the first thing that we did. So Calvin is now back here. And it's great because he has a better chance to break the barrier. So let's move. We can get rid of that. We're 5 to a 4. So that would fail, but if we use lucky, we pass and break the barrier. Let us break it. Lag. There we go. So we move. We move. We move. Now we do a test. So this we can't. We could commit 1, 2, which we might as well. 6 to a 2. We pass. Tear through time. As an action, spend 2 clues to resign. You find a new way. You find a new path and hope that it leads back to safety. And to get clues here is not too bad. Okay. Okay. That was his whole turn. Roll and don't F it up. Oh yeah, he's got the Yithian. Okay, so spend a bullet. Get a resource. We are a 7 to your 4. Let's oh, hold on. Shoot, move, move. Yeah, we can do this. Okay. So we're like a 9 to your 4. Okay, you are dead. 1 damage from a custom bullet. 1 damage from Lita. 1 damage from the gun. 1 damage from me. Goodbye. Then we move, move. Hup, hup. Okay. Can we do it? I don't know. Enemies, none. Upkeep. Pathfinder. Well, a little late. Yeah, Calvin hasn't been able to draw cards for a while. Resources, or Resourceful is a good card to draw. Okay. Peter heals. Okay. Visions of Futures Past. Test 5. Alright. So we lose 1 card. Track shoes! That was so tame. He got the same one. Is there a clue at this location? No. Sure. Well, don't have a choice. So we have to discard 3. Perception. Perception 2. Oh, those would all have been great. Right. Well. Cool. That was a pretty tame Mythos face for where we are. Got to admit. Okay. Let's have... Let's have Roland go first. I'm gonna draw a card. Wait, are we gonna draw a card? Yes. Overpower. We're gonna draw a card. Say your prayers. We're gonna move. Maybe we're saying our prayers. I'll tell you that much. So we are at 8 to a 2. And +1. We had to get it. We had to get to the tear through time, man. Like that was a must. Okay. We are investigating. We're a 6 to a 2. Cool. Okay, Calvin gets a clue, and we get to search our discard pile for a red card, which will probably take lucky. Ooh, or live and learn. Take a live and learn. It's probably better. Because we basically fail and get to do it again at +2, so without having to spend anything. Okay. And then we'll investigate again. So 5 to a 2, or 4 to a 2. Doesn't matter. Game wants Calvin to live. Do we resign? Because what if we get wormholed? It's happened before. We're doing it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that doesn't matter. You couldn't... Unless we... Hold on. Let's use your brains. Brains! See, that's the problem. I don't think things through because I just want to like push, push, push. We're taking look what I found, okay? Because it has 2 icons, we can commit to Roland next turn. That is why we're doing it. So we investigated and we investigated, and we're going to draw a card. That's funny. That's so funny. Okay, cool. Enemies, none. Upkeep. Cool. Heroic Rescue. That's exciting. Okay, upkeep. Or Mythos, sorry. So we're getting there. Is that the last one? Oh, it's like next to the last one. This goes... Mythos. Beyond the Veil. You already have Beyond the Veil. Cascade. Arcane Barrier. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter. Cool. Holy crap, let's do this. Come on. I never expected Roland to ever make it through. I don't even care how many mistakes I made. Like, if Roland gets to the end of this, and I know he's going to go insane, but, like, what a journey. Do I stand together? What would be the worst? No matter which weakness I get, it's fine. He's already got one of his weaknesses in his discard pile. Voice of the Messenger. Don't remember what his other one is. I don't think it could screw him up. So we're going to play this. We're going to play Stand Together. So we get 2 resources. We get 2 cards. Cool. Perfect. It's not, I mean, not completely perfect. We're going to investigate. He's going to commit Look What I Found. I'm going to commit Inquiring. No, I'll commit this. So I'm a 6 to a 2. And I'll tap Well Prepared to get me 7 to a 2. Oh, we pass. Because there's a shroud value. Sweet. Wait, he already had 2 clues? What am I doing? Have you guys been screaming at me this whole time? We resign. And we resign. There was a reason I did that with Calvin. There was a reason we did that with Calvin. So that Roland could keep his clues. We did it. I think. I don't care. We did it. I don't care if I screwed up terribly. What was on the other side of this? Zealot comes out. We'll still be fine. Because I know... Yeah, okay. Like, even if I screwed up and should be over here, we're fine. Yogg-Sothoth would come out. That's Yogg-Sothoth, the lurker beyond the threshold. Pretty scary dude. Would Roland have been set up to actually kill him? I don't think so. He has 16 health. And I can only do 12. Actually, Roland could have killed him. But that's not what we're about. We did it. We escaped. We closed the seal. Act 4B. Reality beckons. You discover a path that looks somewhat familiar and follow it. Even though your task is complete, you now understand that in closing the tear, you may never make it home. The fear of being lost here forever spurs you onward. Through an archway leading into an overgrown corridor, a damp wooden door leads you into a pocket of thin rain and dark sky. Cement turns to gravel, then marble, then steel, then grass. You cross impossibly long meadows and make your way through the dense woods before fatigue finally sets in. Drained of all energy, you cannot go any further and your body gives out. R1. Okay. Resolution 1. Lying on your back in a patch of wet grass, You find yourself staring longingly at the night sky. Somehow you are once again atop Sentinel Hill. Unable to recall exactly how you got here. You are mesmerized by the night sky. Seconds become minutes and minutes become hours. Eventually you are found and lifted to your feet by a group of Dunwich citizens. What happened? What are you doing here? They ask you, frightened but curious. You can't seem to find the right words to describe the events that occurred beyond the gate. If they ever truly occurred. There doesn't appear to be any trace of Seth Bishop, of the creatures you fought earlier, or of the phantasmal and otherworldly gate. But every time you sleep, you dream. And when you dream, it all comes rushing back. Alright! Close the tear. In reality, like it's nobody's business. Each investigator suffers 2 physical trauma and 2 mental trauma, as he or she never fully recovers from his or her time spent outside the realm of reality. So that, my friends... Roland actually... super traumatic. Oh, that's where he was at the end of the last campaign. This campaign, here we go. Does Calvin have 2 trauma? And did I not start with proper... Does that say 2? Oops. I mean, it didn't really affect anything. I had the coat the whole game. But still, I like to play things properly. Should be a 2. I mean, well, now it's a 4, right? Yikes! Calvin, man. Not gonna make it through much of Carcosa, my friend. Or maybe you will, who knows? Is this the boon you need? He's a 2244. Have we seen that stat line? Yeah, we've seen. I don't know, maybe. Ooh, so he really is traumatized, man. Oh no, I was looking at Carolyn. Silly me. Carolyn. No, we were right. We were right. He's a 3-2. So it's not that crazy. Alright. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. Ta-da! But each investigator earns 5 bonus experience as he or she saved the world from being torn apart. The investigators win. Hooray! Yeah, we'll leave it. We win. Oh, I can't. There we go. We did it! Woohoo! Couple of resolutions there. Congratulations on completing the first campaign. Full campaign for the Arkham Horror the card game. Well, thank you. We wanted to take players to a setting that should be familiar to fans of Arkham Horror. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so Dunwich Horror was one of my favorite stories. I really liked At the Mountain of Madness, The Shadow over Innsmouth. There were some... There's some other really good ones. The Witch House, The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. Like, there are just so many good ones. Yeah, just, I don't know, I skimmed through that, I don't see anything else. The epilogue. Da, da, da. So we won the campaign, so we read this. If you calmed the townsfolk... What did we do? We calmed the townsfolk. Read epilogue 1. 6 months has passed and the life for Curtis Whately has finally returned to normal. And life for Curtis Whately. Since they'd hushed up the incident and the authorities kept their distance from these parts, Mr. Osborne auctioned off the Eric's and Bishop's family's belongings. Joe took a few trinkets for himself, of course, but Curtis wanted nothing to do with it. Folk already didn't trust him on account of his family's sins, even though he'd been attending church on the regular, and had stayed far away from anything resembling the arcane. Even so, Curtis could not shake the sense of foreboding, or a sense of foreboding. He'd seen the devastation that befell the Eric's, Bishops, and Fry homes. He'd even seen firsthand the creatures the folks from Arkham had banished. Some days his thoughts led him to Wilbur Whately's farm, where he would stand outside and stare for hours, too scared to enter but too curious to leave. Maybe there was something in there that could make these terrible visions depart. Something that could give him strength enough to resist the nightmares. Curtis decided he would find it. What does that mean? That's it. Killed and insane investigators, Mr. Roland. So what an end for Mr. Roland, right? I mean, he was mentally scarred dealing with Irmadoth. Like, the cultists were no problem for him, even though we probably should have dealt with one more in the final one. Right? Like, what a crazy adventure. So, Roland, a man with only 5 sanity threshold, can only take 5 horror. Could only take 5 mental trauma, I should say. He did his best. We did some pretty cool accomplishments with Roland. And Carolyn, too. We can't forget about Carolyn. It was the first time I ever played her. And I would do things differently. Don't ask me specifically what. In the moment, I can't think of it. But I think I would have built her slightly differently. I think I built her for Roland, though. And I should have probably made her more average with healing. Like, I kind of made her as much healing and investigating as possible when I gave her no way to defend herself, not really enough mobility, things like that. Like, I maybe could have given her Esoteric Atlas. I think it's not the one that can teleport you around, things like that. I think that would have been helpful. But yeah. So, I'm going to do an epilogue episode following this. Estimation on release, no idea. When I get time, basically. It took me a while to get to this one, so yeah. The epilogue will wrap up through a Calvin journal, I think would be a good idea here. And Calvin is going to recount everything from when he got off the train. So it'll be quite interesting. We're going to have a proper send-off for Mr. Roland. We will talk about Carolyn a little bit, but more importantly, I'm going to talk about my ideas for Season 2. And it will be Carcosa. We're starting in Carcosa. I doubt anyone will make it from Carcosa through Forgotten Age. Let's just be honest. Those two got... The amount of additional you lose the scenario here scenarios increases, I think, at least 2 per scenario. Or, sorry, 2 per cycle. Because in this one, for those who don't know, the only way you could have lost the whole scenario is in Where Doom Awaits, I believe. If you fail to get through the tear, you lose, and you're done. Which is not so bad, because I'm gonna kick myself here. Who wants to lose by the 4th scenario, right? Like, who wants to get to scenario 4 and suddenly all your investigators are gone, or at least one of them is permanently gone? Like, even if you had no trauma, they're gone. They're just killed or insane. It sucks. You have to continue a new character from that point on. Could you imagine that happening on the 2nd scenario? You have the whole idea in your head about what you want to do, and at the end of scenario 2, it went a little badly, and you got to roll up a new investigator. That one doesn't seem as bad, but what happens if that happens again on the 5th or 6th in the same scenario? You know what I mean? People know what I mean, but yeah. I'm going to redo the whole board. I'm going to see what worked and what didn't work. Like, were these necessary? Did they help? Things like that. Maybe clean up a few things, because I kind of threw stuff everywhere willy-nilly when I can maybe condense. I want to have some sort of token that will represent I have to pay attention to something at the end of the round, or maybe even like a little note card here that I can write on. Something like that. We'll figure it out. Because there are so many moving parts, especially in this one, with the proper location placement and every card having some forced effect and a revelation effect and all this craziness. I really do hope that I played this well or properly. It was definitely a good time. And yeah, I think that's it. That's the end of Season 1. And I think it's only appropriate that I flip the table. It's an end of season flip. Thanks for watching. I've been ShadowSlayerX, and we'll see you next time. That was not as dramatic. Where's the real table flip? Oh, there we go. Bye. Okay, bye.